Good day, fans of the NPL. It's the Vert back again. Welcome to week 12 of the power rankings of the National PokeBall League. Of course, I'm not alone. I'm joined by my lovely co-host, Phalop. Oh wait, I am alone, and I'm not even the Vert. So guys, I just want to say, we are really sorry that this will be up quite late, and also that we missed week 10 and 11 of the power rankings. So what happened, basically, we recorded them on time, we had everything figured out, but Vert got 2 jobs, was really busy and just couldn't find the time to edit the power rankings. And I noticed also myself too late that they weren't up. I thought they would just been uploaded because we recorded together. Vert was always the guy that had the recording and would do the uploads. I noticed it too late, so we in the end decided to just not upload them anymore because the season was pretty much over at that point. But we still wanted to do week 12 because also going into playoffs and also because we missed a few weeks. But Vert is just really busy. He works like 60 hours a week, and I had to take I had to find either a co-host or do it solo. In the end, I decided to do it solo because it was kind of hard to find a co-host just for this 1 week with a similar time zone to mine and a similar schedule to mine because I have pretty much a weird schedule. So I will just be going over my week 12 rankings. Vert never made his, so I will just be going over pretty much all the teams fairly quickly. The playoff teams I will go over a bit more than the other teams, and that's the way I will do. I don't think this video will be too long, but I hope you will still enjoy it, and I will focus more on the playoffs because they are right around the corner. They will be uploaded this upcoming weekend. So we hop straight in. So as you can see at the bottom 4, not much has changed from last week. Again, the Jersey Troubles and the Vancouver Stealth Rocks, so Carney and Cloud, they round off the rankings, and they also the 2 guys that will be relegated. Really unfortunately, they had a not the best run they could have. They went 2-10, and I think for both of them, they know what they can improve, and I think they will be stronger. They will be in the minus, but I think they will definitely be looking up and hoping to go back to majors again, especially Carney. Carney is the guy with so much energy. Is a guy who I've been loving in the NPL because he just brings so much energy to the table and he does so much behind the scene work. Like, he made the whole battle area server by himself. He does all the coding for it. So really great props and a round of applause for Carney. So looking then at the 2 guys just above them, those are Riz and Moxie, which both I think had 4 wins, 4 and 8 they both went. Riz went 5-7 and Moxie went 4 and 8 in the end because he played his game with Shadi. And that was pretty much also just a game full of memes because it didn't really matter in the long run anymore. For Moxie, I think it was a season with ups and downs. It was also a season with not his own team, and I think if Moxie can draft his own team, Moxie is a really great contender, because as you could see in the last week, he beat Jolt fair and square, brought a really great team, and he just flat out beat him. So I'm really looking forward to how Moxie will perform next season, and the same also goes for Riz, because Riz still finished 5-7. People are mostly thinking, Riz just has a broken team, he has a Hoopa and a Kangaskhan, but for Riz, it just his team didn't feel like his team. He was not really familiar with the mons, just couldn't find the right place for the mons. So overall, I think also Riz, with a new team, and he now knows what he wants, will also perform a lot better. So who knows, next season they might just be playoff contenders. We just have to see. But those round off the bottom 4. And after those, we have the next group of 4, which is basically number 9 to 12, and just are the guys that just barely did not make playoffs. So first at number 12, we have Razor. Razor is also a man who has an up and down season. Went in the end with 5-7 record. Had a really offensive team, which I still don't know if he really liked it or not. But recently Razor has been performing quite well. The March Madness tournament is also already behind us. And yeah, he performed really well. He made it to, I think, the top 48. And I think Razor, with that momentum going, I hope he will be stronger next season, and we will be a great competitor, and also will be have a more just more confidence, because that was most weeks what he just lacked, I feel, because he was already thinking he would lose, and if he went in with a different mentality, he might have just won even more games. I think Razor is definitely better than he gives himself credit for. So Razor, if you are listening, I hope you will be stronger next season, and I know you will. So then, after Razor, we have someone that most of you guys, and also I didn't expect to be here, and that is Merck with the San Francisco Red Giants. Merck also went 5-7. Most people expected him to perform really well and make playoffs. What happened to Merck, you might ask? I think we can all speculate, but I think only Merck is the guy who really knows. I think it was just a mix of some unfortunate losses back to back with some hacks involved, and that just threw Merck off his game. I don't know if he liked his team really much or not, but it's really unfortunate to see Merck in the number 11 spot and at a 5-7 record. But I also pretty much know that Merck is not a guy that will quit here. Merck is a guy who will stand back up and face next season head on. If he gets hexed out the first 3 weeks, then he might fall back down to this again. But if he doesn't get hexed out straight on, then he will definitely perform really strong. Then at number 10 we have the Bayern Munich, who were definitely in a playoff spot, but in the last week they had to play the Atlanta Braviers, and pretty much that game decided who went into playoffs. Unfortunately for Shadi, he lost, and in that way Trev made playoffs. But Shadi still finished 6-6 with a team that was not great at the start. Like, the draft was just horrible, and he made a team out of it. He performed well. He went even in wins and loss ratio, and I think if Shadi has, I think he also proved this in the past, if Shadi can draft his own team, Shadi is a really great contender, and he knows this format almost better than most of the guys, because of just his sheer experience, and also in the PPL he has really strong competition. So again, Shadi and Merck will definitely be big playoff contenders next season. Then at number 9, he just barely didn't make playoffs. He just finished off his season 6-6, and that was Denza. And it's really sad because Denza had to leave us after this season. And yeah, overall Denza went 6-6. I think it was really hard to say how Denza would perform at the beginning of the season, because at the beginning of the season Denza didn't even know what a Z move was. So props to him for going 6-6, and even it was not even that Lele carried him that much. I think Denza proved to everyone that he is still a solid battler, and that on a good week with good prep, Denza can beat most of the guys. It's just unfortunate that we can't see more of Denza in the upcoming seasons. But again, okay, Denza, I hope you had a great time, and you most likely had. And I hope you will be back, but if not, then we hope you will just enjoy us with your presence in the NPL chat, and might even do a face reveal in the end, because that's what everyone wants here. So, then, on to our playoff contenders. So, this batch of 4 are from 8, starting at 8 are the Toronto Star Raptors. And yeah, Jolt had a really up and down season. I think in the end he went also 6-6, but due to differential he made playoffs. He didn't finish off his last week that strong, because he lost to Moxie in 3-4-0. And I think it's really hard for Jolt to really make something out of his season in the playoffs, because he in the first week is going up against Anthony. He just doesn't have the momentum going into playoffs, and that's why I ranked Jolt at number 8. But I also know that Jolt, if he preps really well, and he will definitely most likely will, because this is playoffs, he can beat everyone. So I hope to see an upset, but I don't think this is Jolt's season. Then at number 7 I have the Atlanta Braviaries. I ranked them 7 because they barely made in playoffs also, and are in the number 4 spot with a 7-5 record still. So Trev again proves that he just starts off the season quite weakly but ends really strong. But Trev has momentum. Trev has some big wins in the last few weeks over Shadi, over Merck, and he has the momentum going for him. And I think in his conference, that's the conference with Gypsy, Top Tier, and Ape, if there can be an upset in that conference, it will be Trev. I would not be surprised that Trev makes it all the way. Heck, it might be with Hex, it might not just be with his sheer skill and experience, but he might just make it all the way. We will just have to see. I hope we will see it, but we don't know. Then at number 6 I have the Arizona Cardinals. The Arizona Cardinals also are at 7-5. Also had an up and down season. Started off really strong, going undefeated. Defeated Gypsy as the first guy to defeat Gypsy in the MPL. And I think, pretty much down the line he had some rough losses. Lost some I think 2 or 3 games back to back. Really thrown off his A game. I think it's really hard to find his groove again with the team and just with everything going on. And he faced Matty in round 1 of the playoffs, which is also not an opponent you want to face straight on. But he lost to Matty the first time around, but it was a really narrow 1-0. So I can definitely see Toke doing it, because Toke also has some is really great in the prep department, and just with berries and such and items, he can definitely think of ways to beat Matty, but I think it will be a really, really hard and tough game. And I don't see him making it, and that's why I put him at number 6. Then at number 5. At number 5 I have the Florida Alligators, coached by Top Tier. So Top Tier has had a great season. He's 8-4. His last week he won against Gypsy, but Gypsy just brought memes because they knew they would face in playoffs round 1. And yeah, with Top Tier, he didn't face most of the playoff contenders in the other conference, so it's hard to say how well he would perform against those. But he had some nice wins in his own conference, and I think he really likes his team, which is really good. And yeah, but he faces Gypsy round 1 of the playoffs, and yeah, that's by no means an easy win. So no match is an easy win in the playoffs, but still. Also, it's really hard to see Top Tier getting that upset over Gypsy. He might, but I think it's really hard because Gypsy has just so much more experience in the format, and also sheer battle experience. I think Gypsy would be a bit better, so I don't see him taking it. But if you look at the teams, I think Top Tier is more familiar with his team than Gypsy is with his. That's the only thing I would say is in favor of Top Tier. So we will just have to see how the match plays out, but I'm in favor of Gypsy. Fortunate for Top Tier. We might see an upset, we don't know. Then we will climb up to number 3 and 4. At number 3 and 4, at fourth place I have Aberford. Aberford has had a really strong season. He finished off 9-3 with the best differential, so he finished on top of the whole standings, which is really solid. And I think Abe has also momentum going for him. He knows his team. He knows how to play. He has proved that he made some key plays in a lot of games this season. And he faces Trev round 1, and this is the big challenge for Abe, because Trev would most likely have better prep. But can Abe just have solid prep and know what plays he has to make to win against Trev and just pull out the win? And he could come far, and that's why he's in 4th. He could definitely go all the way, potentially. But he can also just lose round 1 against Trev, because he has not that much experience in the format and with playoffs. So it's really hard to rank Abe. He can be just a major upset and just be the winner of this season of the MPL. But only time will tell. Then at number 3 I have Gypsy. And Gypsy has a bit of an up and down season. I think Gypsy, as we all know, is a really, really strong contender and doesn't like to lose. But this time around, even with Open Draft, I just don't feel Gypsy's team. I don't think it's his best team. I don't think with this team he can have the most diversity with his prep and just have some really great sets. It's more just some standard prep, and he knows how to use them well, but I'm not feeling his team. And last season I was feeling the team and he went all the way. So it might just be that the team holds Gypsy back, and that's why he won't go back to back on championships. He could definitely make it to the finals. I can definitely see him making the finals, but in the finals he will most likely face either Anthony or Maddie, which team-wise have a really strong team compared to Gypsy, and also have some big losses over Gypsy. So Gypsy wants revenge, but they have proven again that they can really beat Gypsy. And it's not that they revealed much of the prep. Like Anthony brought normal spam against Gypsy, which he won't do now, because also Gypsy is doublet now. Maddie just 6-0'd with Morgana, which most likely won't happen again, but Maddie didn't reveal much of his prep, I believe. And the prep will be whole different. So it's hard to see Gypsy go all the way. I definitely see him making finals, but I don't think he will go with another championship. And then at number 2 I have Anthony, and that means Maddie is number 1. But I will first go over Anthony. Anthony has had a strong season. He went 9-3. I think most of his losses were due to the fact that Anthony played well but didn't prep to his best of capabilities. I think in the playoffs we will see the best of Anthony. This is one of his last draft leagues he is doing, and I know he really wants to win this season. So he will be hungry, and he will most likely make the conference finals. And if in the conference finals he faces Maddie, I think that's a semi-final match, but I would regard it as a finals match, because I think the winner of those two, if they make it, we might see upsets. I don't know. I think the winner of those two will take it all. But that's just for me. And then on to Maddie. Maddie has proven himself. He is sitting at 8-4. Winning, he only had 1 loss, and that also was a loss against Danza, who isn't even in the playoffs anymore. And overall, he went 8-4 with the team. He started off 1-3, I believe. He had a really strong run. He has a really great draft. Props to Dallas for drafting this team. Morgana also proved itself in the hands of a really great battler and player as Maddie, that it's a really good one. And I think Maddie will prep really hard, do a ton of mocks for his playoff matches, and just have such a good feeling of the team that he will be really confident in the matches. He knows what plays he has to make, and he will just go all the way. That's what I see Maddie doing this season. And I think if he just wins this season, I think it will be really great for Maddie, and it will be his first championship, which also really cool for him if he is able to do it. But we don't know just yet. First round of playoffs will be up. I think this Sunday or Monday, either the 2nd or 3rd of April. So definitely look out for those matches, guys, because they will be hype. And yeah, we will just have to see how everyone will perform. But this was just how my rankings are, how I see the playoffs, and I hope you enjoyed. It's really hard to do this alone, because I have relied on Vert for this pretty much all season, and I was more of the co-host than the real host. But I hope you like this, guys. Look out for the playoffs, and I will definitely be back next season as an analyst, and you might see me with like a recap of the season along with the coaches or the playoff picture. I don't know just yet. We will have to see what videos we will have up for you guys while playoffs are going on and while the off season is going. But definitely, I have had a blast with these power rankings. I also know Vert really enjoyed doing them. And yeah, we will see you guys next season with the power rankings. That's it for now, guys. Bye.